Hi all, welcome to Technosoft Hits on Media Training's website. So today we will see what is unit testing. So what is unit testing basically? The software development process, unit testing is the mandatory which we can define as the compulsory task for the development, so that the piece of code or part of task or a class or a method can be confirmed as a working as per design. Unit testing is a level of software testing where individual functions or classes can be tested as per the design. The purpose is to validate that each function of the software performs as expected. So this is normally performed by software developers, but not by any testing guys or any QA guys. This unit testing purely belongs to code unit testing that should be taken care of by software developers, and it can be tested only the the flow or the design or the expected behavior of the function. Okay, so there are different tools available as open source for any programming language. So today's topic is how we are going to integrate NUnit into .NET. So NUnit is one kind of open source framework which can easily download from the internet, and we can integrate into .NET. So part of introduction NUnit. So we will discuss about what is NUnit and setting up NUnit, creating a test class part of NUnit in .NET, and executing test class. If we go to the NUnit definition, so as I already told you, this unit testing is a process of validating a piece of code in the development area. So to do this, we have different tools: NUnit, JUnit, QUnit, and other Microsoft inbuilt in VS like unit test framework. There are a lot of things, but NUnit has some history where it is it existed since from 10 years. So it has some unique standards, and it's open source available in the world. So NUnit is an open source unit testing framework for Microsoft .NET. It serves the same purpose as JUnit does in the Java world. So as I said, Java, they are using a JUnit. Similarly, for .NET, so we preferred NUnit. So XUnit family also one of many programs they use from the XUnit family. This can be run continuously, because so if you are running, creating a multiple huge number of test cases, or if you are working on one kind of development where it involves large development. So during this development, suppose if it takes like a 6 month span of time for development of your project or some requirement. So if you start doing of NUnit, it is a continuous process until the development is done. That means during the 6 months, so you have to run test cases continuously during the development. So results are provided immediately. Multiple test cases can be run concurrently. So no subjective human judgments or interpretations of test results are required. So once you run the NUnit, so it gives you the results. So you can go to that particular results file and you can identify what cases fail and what cases pass. So there is no discussion or debate on this. You can directly knowing the required stuff in the NUnit. So developer can see the passing test cases and failed test cases. So what is the major benefits of this NUnit is high quality code, reduced cost, regression safety, net. So definitely, like when you're doing unit testing of your code, definitely it will give you the high quality code. You write high quality code kicker. This is because you continuously regression test your code and spend less time manual testing. Automated builds are a key part of ensuring high quality. And definitely low cost system regression testing is the retesting of previously tested programs, follows modifications to ensure that files are not being introduced or uncovered as a result of development. So these are the major benefits when you do unit testing. One is the high quality of code you will be giving to the production, and second thing is you'll be reducing the cost, because when you have any errors, you will be getting in the early stage and you will be fixing it. So no need of waiting till like production team or live team is informing that problem, or local testing team is informing that problem. That time you are coming and fixing it. It's not the case of that thing when you're going with unit testing. So it is reducing a lot of cost. And the regression safety net. So definitely, so regression safety net is happening it. So when you're running in continuous testing on your code, so quality will be increasing, and multiple times you will be executing test cases. So definitely you will be coming out from like increasing issues. So how we are going to setting up an unit? So we will be having a website where we'll have the NUnit framework dependable DLLs. You have to download it from the internet, like www.nunit.org. We'll show you www.nunit.org. This is the main website. You go and download your the required stuff of NUnit here. We go and download it here. So this is the latest version, it seems 3.10.1, and you can download the DLLs and use them in your code. So like once you download the NUnit framework, so you will be getting the files, framework files and exe config files. So these are the files you will be getting downloaded into your local system. But in this framework folder is the main thing which has framework DLLs, so that you add these references into your .NET framework and start your testing of your code. So second one is, once you install a unit, UI will be coming like this. So go and see here NUnit, and it will show you the UI like this kind of thing. So just doing something. This is the UI where the default NUnit project, exe is showing a UI for the user. And you go and open your existing project or creating a new project, and you can see full GUI or mini GUI, the usable tables, result tabs, GUI font, fixed font, so projects, test tools. So these are the menus which comes under as part of this UI. So now we'll see how we are going to write unit testing cases for our .NET code. Let's say I'm going to create a sample, the project to check the palindrome number or palindrome string of the given string. So for this, I will go to new menu and project. So here I will be selecting class library, verification of palindrome string. I'm just closing unnecessary windows so that you'll be having clarity. So this is my class I have added. I'm just changing this to CLS palindrome check, and I'm going to add a function like public string, or I'm just returning a boolean validate palindrome. So it requires variable. So here I'm going to write the actual logic which I'm going to validate the given string some reverse string equal to some string not empty, and putting loop for int loop. It's my variable 0. Start from 0. Or I would come from length. That's also no problem. str val dot length -1 and int loop greater than or equal to 0. Int loop minus. So here, so I will be adding of int loop what is the problem have reverse is equal to the thing, so we have to specify this. So this is my function. Now I will look at this. If reverse string equal to str val return true, else return false. So this is my the function which I return to check the given string is a parent of string or not. So how it is going to work? I just wanted to unit test this code whether my function is properly working or not. So for this I will create a unit testing framework. Here go to the projects and add another class library like Nunit palindrome check. But remember, so when you create a test case, the project name should contains .test. That is compulsory, so that the NUnit framework will recognize this project is created for creating a test cases, and it will extract the test cases from this project and use and pass it to the NUnit exe. So CLS is changing this name, CLS test cases. CLS test cases. So here I'm going to write my test cases. First of all, you need to give a reference, as I told you. So once you download, you will be having the NUnit framework here. So So you have to give this NUnit framework DLL and also this project reference which you have created for palindrome string validation. So these two references you have to give it, and you have to add the reference of your NUnit framework. And once it is done, so and the class you have to specify my unit testing starts here. To represent that, so you need to use test fixture, which is the the header part. You need to specify about the class, and also before writing a test case you need to specify test case so that the NUnit framework will recognize the test cases or written from this area. So here you create your function like public void check palindrome in my pass case b pass of a here declaring some the string variable strval which has literal. This is my string input string I'm passing and creating an object for your palindrome class. So CLS palindrome check obj equal to new CLS palindrome check. So obj dot validate palindrome of the str val which I have assigned as a little string. Now there is a keyword in NUnit that assert which gives you the inbuilt-in functions to validate whether it is equal or greater or not equal kind of the validate functions. So here I'm using r equal. This particular result value I'm going to assign it to some boolean variable so that it is easy for me to compare. So result, it's my boolean variable. I'm assigning this result to boolean variable and I'm comparing it result is true or not. So hope you understand what I'm writing it here. So I declared a variable called str value which has little string, and I created an object for the palindrome check class, and here I'm passing my variable here. So once the function is validated, it will return you the value because my earlier function has boolean variable. So once I reverse the string, so basic logic for palindrome string is like, so whatever string which is like keeping in reverse, which gives similar meaning, then that is a palindrome string. Like abacus, like if you look at literal, if I reverse the string also, again it comes as a literal. So in a similar way, there are a lot of other words also we have. So to check that, so I use literal. If it is coming as true, definitely it is a palindrome string. Not, it is not a palindrome string. So this is fast case I have written. If any string I passed, which is not a palindrome, like if I pass, some palindrome string, this is basically any kind of thing. This definitely is not a palindrome string because if I reverse the string, it gives MUR and MURDNILAP, so which never gives the same meaning for the string. So definitely this gets paid. So once you write the classes, just build the project and copy this real summary and go to your NUnit UI. So you specify so where you want to save it. I'm just saving it desktop. Go to project, add assembly, and you add the assembly name. This is a name I have given like .test for my unit testing project. So in NUnit parent object .test.dll, if I add it, it will show you test cases true. This is one case, pass. Oops, I think it is only showing one case. Something we have missed out. Go and check here. So this test case header I mentioned only for this function, not for this one. So here also you need to specify. So otherwise it won't consider as a testing case and not shown you in this NUnit UI. So once you add it again, build, and again you open NUnit exe, and again you start a new project, and again creating on desktop, and go to project, add assembly, and specify the DLL here. It loads you two methods. One is fail, one is pass. So if you want to check all, you click on all the cases here. If you don't want to test some of the test cases, you uncheck them so that it will omit or exclude from the running process. If you run this, so it has given red. What is that case? It is the case, the check palindrome fail. So here you are given value as palindrome, which I reverse the string, it gives some other string which really not matching the original string, hence it is a fail. If you look at my past test case, so this case is passed because this is a literal, and when I reverse this, again it gives you literal. Okay, so this way you can verify your piece of code and provide the quality of code for the development as per the design which you have been agreed in the initial starting of your development. So this way you can increase the quality of your code and build confidence on development. Okay, hope this clears how to write a unit in .NET, and we'll see next unit testing tools on different technologies in next sessions. Thank you.